Hundreds of protesters were out in droves Monday in downtown Washington to complain about what they view as misguided government policies. One of them, Liz Hurricane from the Code Pink protest group, said the U.S. government should focus more on social spending and less on war expenditures.
We want to pay taxes for human needs programs, our safety net, schools, education, health care, things that make us stronger.
Elsewhere on quieter streets, Americans hurried in and out of post offices, which stayed open later than usual, and double-checked to make sure they had properly dropped their returns into mailboxes. Other Americans at home used their computers to file their taxes electronically. In recent days, supporters of the conservative and libertarian Tea Party movement have organized protests around the United States to demand lower taxes at all levels of government. At a rally in Hartford, Connecticut, demonstrators were spurred on by conservative radio talk show host Dan Lavallo.
So which is it? Higher taxes? No! Or lower spending?
Axe the tax! Axe the tax! Axe the tax!
At another rally in the north central state of Minnesota, Tea Party member Bob James shared his concerns.
If any one of us ran our household or businesses like our elected officials handle the purse strings of government, we would be without bread, drink, or home.
Back in the nation's capital, protesters such as Washington resident Jesse Lovell rejected Tea Party arguments about governments going bankrupt. Lovell says he believes the problem is that over the past 3 decades, tax rates for the rich have gone down in his view, while he says they have gone up for poor and middle-class Americans.
You know, we're having some crazy back and forth debates about taxes. You know, they'd have a much better argument, some of the wealthy, if they could say their taxes have been going up and up and up, but obviously they haven't. They've actually been going down and down and down, and yet we see some of the most intense anti-tax anger and tax cut mania that I think we've ever seen.
Protesters also gathered outside the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, complaining that in recent years, despite profits in the billions of dollars, most U.S. energy companies have used tax breaks and loopholes to receive rebates from the Internal Revenue Service. The protesters charge this takes money away from the federal government rather than contributing to its budget. Nico, Colombant, VOA News, Washington.